you know how we got here?
No.
You don't remember sitting down?
No.
I reckon we've been here about 10 minutes at least.
Well, I've no knowledge of it. My eyes have started working now, and all I've seen the whole time I've been sitting with all is that.
And do you feel absolutely normal?
Not absolutely normal, no. Completely confused.
Confused?
Yes. We've never eaten anything, never tasted anything, never touched anything, never smelled anything. What right have you seen in real life?
But you are?
Well, apparently, yes. But I'd like to know what the hell's been going on.
Clive was an outstanding musician.
He would take his work very, very seriously. At the same time, he loved music so much that he just really threw himself into it totally.
Clive was a musician of enormous integrity.
He was the world's expert on lassos, one of the 3 or 4 great composers of the Renaissance.
And he also worked a great deal in contemporary music and was chorus master of the London Sinfonietta, which was Europe's foremost group.
Music flows out of him, whether he's singing or playing or conducting.
Clive Wearing, through a cruel twist of fortune, shows us how fundamental consciousness and memory are to our lives.
Well. Isn't that a surprise? Isn't that? It's a smashing surprise. I've not seen you before.
I don't know. You've not seen me before?
No. This is the first time.
You pleased to see me?
Oh, bet I am. There's nobody else I care about in the world as a whole.
Oh, darling.
So how are you feeling this morning?
I'm conscious for the first time. It's the first time I've seen anybody talk.
You've not been conscious before? I've been here before this
I
morning.
haven't seen you before.
No, you haven't?
No. I've not seen anything at all before. Been completely blind the whole time. No taste, so this is the first taste I've had.
That's the first coffee you've had?
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers. And how are you seeing things?
Absolutely normally. The first time.
Full colour?
Yes. I've never seen anything the whole time I've been ill. No black and white, nothing.
Do you remember me arriving?
No. I don't remember any arrival at all. I don't remember writing any of that. Nothing to do with me consciously. I mean, unconscious writing.
What are you doing here?
Well, I don't know, presumably playing patience, but I mean, that's the first time I've seen any cards.
Is it?
Yes.
Do you remember starting the game?
No.
It all started with a headache. Clive came home one day and said he had a very bad headache. The headache didn't lift, it didn't respond to analgesics. By the 4th day, he developed quite a high fever. And on the evening of the 4th day, for a little while, he forgot his daughter's name. By the 5th day, he was very delirious.
Clive suffered from viral encephalitis, which has led to the damage of the left and the right temporal lobes, plus a good portion of the left frontal lobe. Now, the temporal lobes contain a structure called the hippocampus, which we know is implicated in memory function, and in Clive it has almost certainly been completely destroyed in both sides of his brain. It's this that's primarily responsible for his severe memory impairment. In addition, the damage to his frontal lobes also causes a number of additional memory problems, which are manifest mostly in terms of him repeating himself a lot and generally showing highly emotional behaviour.
Clive's world now consists of a moment with no past to anchor it and no future to look ahead to. It is a blinkered moment. He sees what is right in front of him, but as soon as that information hits the brain, it fades. Nothing makes an impression, nothing registers. Everything goes in perfectly well because he has all his faculties, his intellect is virtually intact, and he perceives his world as you or I do. But as soon as he's perceived it and looked away, it's gone for him. So, it's a moment-to-moment consciousness, as it were, a time vacuum. And everything before that moment is completely void. And he feels as if he's awakening afresh the whole time.
Beautiful, marvelous tickets. Fantastic. I'm awake for the first time. You're the first person I've seen.
It's very nice to meet you.
How long has it been?
It's been about 2.5 years now, so...
Maybe one night, 2.5 years long?
Well, no.
So it's been night. You've not seen anything till now. Not even anything before this game. I've given the impression of being consciously awake. Not true.
He always thinks he's been awake for about 2 minutes. And that's why he looks at his watch all the time to record it. To record the fact, I've woken up. This is an important event, therefore I will write it down in my diary. So he writes, 11:54 a.m. I am now completely awake for the first time. And he underlines first time. Patience begins, because he's always playing patience. And the whole diary, every page, is a succession of entries saying almost the same thing, of first awakeness. And when he goes back and looks at his own entries, he doesn't acknowledge that they are genuine. He says he knows it's his handwriting, but as far as he's concerned, he was unconscious when he wrote them. So he quite often he'll score out what he's written before. And so his life is an ever-repeating moment of first awakening. The strongest thing in his life, I believe, and his diaries bear that out, is his love for me. And that's absolutely raw. And each time I walk into that room, it is as if it's the first time he's seen me for years.
Good heavens above! Well, darling.
Hello. You surprised to see me?
It's the first time I've seen anybody at all. It's the first person I've seen.
You've not seen me before this morning?
No, I haven't.
I have been here. So how are you feeling this morning?
I'm conscious for the first time. It's the first time I've seen anybody at all.
You've not been conscious before?
No.
I've been here before this
I
morning.
haven't seen you before.
No, you haven't?
No. I've not seen anything at all before. I've been completely blind the whole time.
You don't remember me arriving at all?
No. No, I don't remember that you were arriving at me at all.
No.
No idea at all.
But you know who I am? Or do you kiss all women like that?
You know I love you. I don't kiss anybody
Yes, I
else.
do know. I do know. You've written it all over your diary. Look. I bet you that if I look to see what you've written, you haven't mentioned me on that page.
No.
You've mentioned me on this page. My first thought, I adore Deborah for eternity.
That's right.
People's entries in the diary are rubbish. What does that mean?
I've no idea.
Did you write that?
I've no conscious knowledge of it at all, no. You're showing me now for the first time.
But is it your handwriting?
Yes, it is. But I know nothing about it at all.
So how do you think it got there?
I don't. I presume the doctors don't know.
But you must...
No, I haven't. You listen to me, please, for heaven's sake. When I say no, I mean exactly that. I haven't seen the book at all till now.
No, all I'm saying...
No, that means I haven't seen it, I have no knowledge of it at all. That's all. There's no knowledge of that book at all. It's entirely new to me. But just use your intelligence, and let's have a comment with your intelligence.
But you put... Who would put that?
I don't know, but no. Oh, for heaven's sake, use your intelligence, for heaven's sake. I haven't read the bloody thing. Well, use your intelligence.
Clive gets extraordinarily angry. And who wouldn't? Because here you're not dealing with somebody who is demented, who is oblivious, who is gaga. You are dealing with a perfectly lucid, highly intelligent man who has been robbed of knowledge of his own life. And he feels deeply humiliated to be put in that position. Very, very frustrated that he can't grasp what's wrong with him, because even as you're telling him, he's forgetting the previous sentence.
A form of memory which probably distinguishes human beings perhaps from all other animals. He's lost the highest form of memory, the form of memory that enables you to relate yourself to the past and project yourself into the future. So, in a sense, he feels like a man adrift.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I haven't heard a note of music, seen any music, have any contact with music at all.
You're still a very good conductor and a very, very good player. And you still sing with a beautiful voice.
Well, it's completely unknown to me.
Do you think if you sat down at the
I
organ...
dread to think. That's a private thing for me. I don't know what will happen, do I?
I know, because I've heard you. And you play beautifully, still.
I haven't heard a note of music. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Corpus natum
saying, you never forget how to ride a bicycle. Well, to Clive, singing, playing, sight reading, score reading music is as automatic as riding a bicycle or eating a meal or getting dressed. It's an ingrained skill. It's something you never forget. When Clive finishes a piece, the reason he almost always goes into that sort of belching, choking, fitting convulsion is because the moment the music stops, he's let down out of what was a sort of safety net for him. And suddenly he's lost again.
I can't remember now, I've forgotten it.
Whatever the damage, however devastating the damage, his being, his centre, his soul, is absolutely functioning as it ever did. The very fact that he is so despairing, so much in anguish, so angry, so much in love with me, those are all real human passions. And he's showing them almost to the exclusion of everything else. All he shows us is raw human passion, straight from the heart of the mind.
Maria